Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Sunday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's High Flyer Radio number 64 here with your hosts, the Nerd Chicano Raul Alejandro Mendoza and Ayden Byrnes.
It's
And
me. Hey, APK, you dig? We know we're a little bit later than we usually are today. There's reasons behind that, very agitated reasons, but we are here. We're live. We haven't missed a fucking high flyer in a long time, dude. Like we've been pretty fucking consistent with this shit. You guys have been fucking consistent with us, so we appreciate everybody who watches and supports the show. Before we get into the show today, though, be sure to like, leave a comment down below, get active in the live chat if you're watching with us live. If you're a first time viewer, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, man. But we're here today, man. We're excited. We're ready to get into all this wrestling news that happened this week, man. It was more of like a big story week, man, as far as the personal drama on the shows more than it was a news week. But we're still here, man.
yeah, hey, the best wrestling podcast on the planet needs to talk about wrestling. And what's it
Exactly.
called? That's why we're here. As always, it's a pleasure to be here with you all, and it's always fun to see you all chatting live in the chat. So, like Ayden said, just go ahead, talk with us here, and of course, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, right?
Yep. We're here. It's Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Listen, guys, if you guys want to get in good shape, if you guys want to be able to compete in something like the Super Bowl, then you know what you guys need to do, man. You guys need to go visit AmbrosiaCollective.com. Get 5% off your supplements at AmbrosiaCollective.com using code the NerdCorp. TheNerdCorps. 5% off. Shout out to our sponsor today. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get it started here with a little bit of, normally we've been starting with the WWE side of things, but this week we're gonna start with a little bit of AEW news, guys. I know you guys love AEW. We love AEW, all that good wrestling. And speaking of that good
Woo!
wrestling, boy, MJF versus Konosuke Takeshita. We talked about it last week with the angle that they had run. We knew that this week on Dynamite we were going to get MJF versus Takeshita and the AEW World Title Eliminator match. Man, they had an absolute banger on Dynamite this past week with MJF finishing Takeshita with the Salt of the Earth armbar. Raul, man, what did you think about MJF versus Takeshita?
Woo! What a match, man! Oh my god, I watched clips. Sadly, could not watch Dynamite live this week, but oh my god, man, what a freaking hard hitting match! For everybody who says that MJF can't wrestle, you're fucking wrong. Because look at that match. Holy shit! My god,
Stop the
what a
cap.
it lived up to everything I wanted to see from MJF versus Takeshita, bro. I
Yeah.
can't wait for more, bro. I can't wait for more of them.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, they were out there. They're killing it, dude. Takeshita is just like increasingly every week, he's getting on to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. Like the fans are into him. He gets reactions whenever he comes out. They were in Laredo, Texas, or were they in? They were in El Paso, Texas,
Rapunzel.
and of course, to the population, Takeshita, he does the big Eddie spot and hits this fucking insane frog splash. Like MJF was definitely more than halfway across the other side of the ring. Takeshita jumps from the top rope all the way over to hit him with a flawless frog splash. It was incredible. The pure wrestling that these guys were doing with each other. This is why I'm excited for the main event of Revolution, and this is why, like you kind of brought up already, I don't know where this notion that like MJF can't wrestle comes from, because if you watch any match that he's ever had in AEW, they're all fucking bangers. The one that wasn't as good as I thought it could be is him and Cody. I don't know what it was about. There's a couple different reasons. The musical entrance with Cody and the tattoo for the first time kind of took away from everybody being like, dude, what the fuck is happening in this match? But aside from that, every match that MJF has had, banger. MJF versus Darby Allin was the best match at AEW Full Gear 2021. MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. MJF is just constantly out here having these bangers. His series that he had with CM Punk, it was one of the best series that we've seen in years. every match that he
Mm-hmm.
had with CM Punk was fucking 5 stars or above, dude. So like the whole MJF can't wrestle argument's fucking cap, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
100%. I'm with you there, bro.
Yeah, 100%. And the other thing about this was also we were kind of saying, the idea of who's going to be the one to eventually dethrone MJF at the end of this world title run, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting this all the way throughout the rest of the year. We've been talking about saying Ricky Starks is going to be the guy. That might still be the case. But to be honest, man, if they wanted to do it, if you want to really get Takeshita to that next level, have Takeshita be the fucking guy who takes the title off of him. I got such Flair and Steamboat vibes from this match, and not for the obvious reasons, but based off of the way that they just work with each other. That's exactly where my brain went. I would love to see MJF make somebody new while he's being made in the process of this world title run, and I'd love to see him pass that on to Takeshita.
Damn straight, man. I am honestly there with you. I think that to me it was Ricky next, right? I thought
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can get Ricky in there, but dude, Takeshi's too hot, bro. It's way too hot right now. And I
Yeah.
honestly think that what's it called? Give him more time right now. Let a little bit more months pass of what's it called of this reign. Honestly, after 2024, bro, fuck it, man. Put it on him. Put it on Takeshita because I think he's ready for it, man. I really do, and I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, give him that strap, man. Give him that damn strap, boy.
Yes,
But,
sir. Please, please, because I mean, he's incredible. What's it called? He really does connect with the fans. He's got it all, bro. I don't know. And my fear is always that Tony's gonna just miss the mark on this and like not what's it called? Pull the trigger when he needs to. And I
mhm,
just hope that's not the case. And I hope that he sees in Takeshita what we see in Takeshita.
yeah.
And yeah.
If they don't want to go full AEW World Title yet, honestly, bro, can we start the Takeshita for Ring of Honor World Champion initiative?
Ooh.
Because I would
Yes.
love to see Takeshita and Claudio go back at it again. Did you ever
Yes, sir.
see? Did you
No,
ever
I
see
never
the
saw that
match that
match.
they had at Battle of the Belt?
No, I never saw that match.
Boy, we got to go back. We got to go dig back on the New Japan World website, man. I gotta send you the link to that match, dude,
Yeah.
because Takeshita versus Claudio was a fucking banger that not enough people talk about, man. They just
Yeah.
went out there and beat the piss out of each other the way that you can imagine. Yeah, man. But speaking of beating the piss out of each other, we had Roosh and Danielson. This was the final match that Danielson needed to complete and win in order to get the 1 hour Iron Man match against MJF at AEW Revolution on March 5th. Man, this match was so fucking hard hitting. I'll set the stage a little bit. So we had MJF coming off of his win with Takeshita. He had his boys go and they locked Danielson into his locker room. And Roosh came out to the ring and MJF tried to get Danielson counted out, but fucking Danielson just charges through and kicks the door down like he's fucking Goldberg. And made it into the ring and he beat the count. It was amazing. Uh, what did you get to see a little bit of the Danielson and Roosh match, man? What did you think?
I saw the clips. I need to sign into NJPW World and watch this because holy fuck was that brutal. Also, I loved the whole thing that they said that they were sending the Tony Khan sent Roosh a couple of times out to cut a couple promos in Spanish out there in the
Mhm.
crowd. We got it. We got a fucking audible culero match, a culero chant for MJF. By the way, I forgot to bring
What
that
does
up.
that mean?
Pussy. That means pussy in Spanish. Yo,
I
culero.
thought they were saying like perro, like they're calling
No,
him a
no, no, no,
dog.
no. No, they were saying what's it called? Culero. They were saying pussy, man. Um,
Oh man, that's
but
great.
yeah, bro, I love Roosh, bro. Roosh, like everybody was saying, what's it called? He's AEW's next. What's it called? Big Latin American star. Of course, the Lucha Bros will always be stars there, and they will always be. But like, god damn, bro, what's it called? Roosh has it, and the clips that I watched were fantastic. I need to go and watch this on NGPW World because I freaking love those clips I watched. It got so
Yeah,
fucking bloody, bro. Holy fuck, dude.
dude. It like Taz said it on commentary, but he said at one point that Danielson looked like he was a rare cut of roast beef, and I was like, yeah, you're fucking telling me, dude. Danielson looked like this fucking marker right here. This was his
Yeah.
torso, all pale and white. This is his head and his chest, just fucking red, dude. Like it was nuts. Danielson was bleeding everywhere. Don't we all just love a bloody Danielson?
Yes,
Yo, what's
sir.
up, Keon, man? How you doing
Glad
today,
you
man?
glad you didn't post that picture as the Nerdcore's cover photo though, 'cause that would have it was would have been a reveal.
Oh yeah, we would. Oh yeah, we. It would have been. It would have been raps after that. Nah,
Yeah.
man. But this match was awesome, dude. They beat the piss out of each other. Yeah, like you were saying, man. I really want to see them do more with Roosh. I think he's been one of those guys also who's getting over by his in-ring ability. Um, they need to start doing something with that fucking All Atlantic scene, dude. I've been clamoring for that for a while. Like this Orange Cassidy run was like it peaked with Shibata, and everything else since then has just kind of been like, oh yeah, they're still doing that. It's just
Takeshita.
like,
Fuck that shit, man. Give it to Takeshita.
yeah,
Takeshita.
give the belt to nah, man. You know what they should do? I would
What?
love to see Roosh and Orange Cassidy. Roosh and Orange Cassidy would be pretty fire. Put the belt on a good heel like Roosh, let him have a
Yeah.
run, and bring fucking Takeshita in and let him win the belt off of Roosh. Takeshita versus Roosh? Come on, bro. Come on,
Fire,
man.
fire, fire.
Straight fire, bro. Drop those fire emojis in the chat, guys. You guys already know that
Yeah.
that's fire.
Come on, Keon. Drop it. Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
fucking fire, please. Um, dude, I don't know, man. I think that yeah, the time is over, yo. Please, let's go. We're done with Orange Cassidy as the All Atlantic champ. That belt just seems like I don't want
Doesn't mean
The All
anything.
Atlantic title to become the TNT title, bro. Please, don't do that. And I want it to mean something, bro. And right now it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, that's a isn't isn't that the isn't that the theme with titles and AEW right now, man?
Secondary, yeah.
All these secondary titles, and even some people might argue that's what's going on with the main titles. We got brand new AEW World Tag Team Champions. The Guns defeat the Acclaimed in their cheating fashion. It didn't come down the way that we thought it would, with maybe Billy Gunn getting involved, or not exactly how we thought it would be, but Billy Gunn kind of inadvertently caused there to be the title change at night, but it wasn't as if he turned heel on the Acclaimed and joined back up with his sons. Um, Raul, we've been saying for like 6 months on the show that eventually, when the Acclaim get the titles, the Ass Boys are going to be the ones to take it off of them. I've been sticking to that forever, dude. So what did you think about? Did you get to see a little bit of the match? Did you think it was
Yes.
good? And what do you think about the title change in general?
I got to see a little bit of the match. I like the way that they played out the stuff with Billy Gunn. I love how it's like they try to hit Billy Gunn with the title, and then what's it called? Was it Austin who came in the back and just what's it called? Hit him.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like, oh, that shit was cool. That was like really good. And um, I don't know if SRS was there live or something, but he was like, dude, this crowd is not happy about this. The crowd was not happy about it.
nah,
But hey, that's good heel heat, bro. Heel heat.
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are
The
getting worked.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting worked
The
so
Ass
hard.
Boys are the Acclaim's biggest rivals, guys. What's it called? Right next to fucking Swerve in Our Glory. But, that doesn't exist anymore. So you got to fucking, what's it called? It's going to be the Ass Boys to take them off of them. And maybe they'll get it back at Revolution. But I know that this causes a really interesting, what's it called? Interesting shift in the title picture. It's caught my attention for sure.
100%. I've got kind of like two trains of thought about how they could go about what they want to do next with the belts. But I think that, I mean, like we've been saying for a long time, the Ass Boys are going to be the ones to take the belts off of the Acclaimed. I'm happy for them, because I actually genuinely think if you watch what the Gun Club was doing 2 years ago versus where they are now, I think they've developed so much as in-ring performers, promo wise. I think all around, the Ass Boys, the Guns, the Gun Club, whatever you want to call them, I think overall they've really improved as wrestlers, as a whole. And I'm actually kind of excited for them to get this opportunity, because now I think people are going to finally start taking them more serious as a tag team that's a legitimate tag team that can be up there and have matches with people. And the thing about this is, when you get a team that gets as much heel heat as the Gun Club, you can start bringing up some of these other teams that we've kind of been missing out on in the past year or so of AEW. I feel like the tag division really took a dip whenever Jungle Express, and it's not to knock them, but I think when Jungle Express got the tag titles, the tag division really started coming apart at the seam. And I think with good heels like the Gun Club, we can finally start putting some of those teams back onto that spotlight where they deserve to be. You can finally start having teams like Best Friends come back up there and whatnot. Because AEW at one point it had the greatest tag team division in the world. And it's just kind of like, what's happened since then?
I
Maybe we bring back Lucha Brothers. Have Lucha Brothers come back and do some tag stuff instead of some 6-man stuff.
yeah, I think it just comes back down to like I think like the Tony Khan really dropped the ball with Jungle Express, and after that there was a really like a period where the tag team division was like a little stale, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? Like, it's really cool that we got to see Swerve in our glory, but like, I was like, okay, but like, what's going on? And then the Acclaim came in, and we were like, oh shit, yes, finally a tag team that's homegrown, that is like popping with the crowd, like they're hot, like
Yeah,
yes, they did a good.
fresh.
And then just what's it called? We had some good couple of matches in there, and then the thing is that you always want to keep your audience excited, and the way to keep them excited is throwing them a little bit of bones like this, and just
Hmm.
swerving them a bit. And I think it's a step in a good direction to keep the tag team division alive.
Yeah, I agree. And I also, kind of where I was saying, I've got two trains of thought about what they could do. I think there's a really cool story to be told if you just want to do a quick back and forth leading into Revolution, where you let the Guns have this little mini run, but the Acclaimed gets a good big win on pay-per-view, and they win the titles back on pay-per-view because they haven't won the titles on pay-per-view yet. So if you want to do that, I think that especially considering where AEW Revolution is located, they're going to get a nice reaction to that. I also think that if you do want to keep the belts on the Guns and you want to bring it back full circle with everything that the Guns were doing with FTR, them stalking them around forever, them getting the cheap, quick win over FTR a couple weeks ago on, I believe it was the Holiday Bash episode towards the end of the year in 2022. If you want to bring things back full circle, I think there's a really good story that you can do with FTR and the Guns. There's a really good story that you could do with the Acclaimed and the Guns. Honestly, there's even a really good story that Tony Khan loves doing these fucking triple threat tag team title matches. I think there's a really good story for there to be a good triple threat tag team title match between the Acclaimed, the Guns, and FTR. So whatever you guys want to do, I don't know. It's up to you, Tony Khan. I just hope that you make it good and you make it watchable.
Yeah, I pretty much how I feel too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, if you want to be able to see some title changes live, get to see big moments like the Guns winning the titles, you know, see big moments like MJF and Takeshita, well, then you guys got to go grab a seat, and you might as well do it as a discount because you can get it for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek with code the Nerdcorp, TheNerdCorps. Listen, you may not be buying it today, but go ahead and make that SeatGeek account. Keep that coupon listed in your phone because when you are ready to go make that purchase, it'll be right there, baby. It'll be right there, just like we're always right here.
Yep.
Just like we're always
Um.
right here. We always got you, baby.
Yeah. I also got to bring up the promo from MJF. Wow. Also, he knew what he was doing, calling that girl Liv. So
Oh, 100%.
Liv Morgan was gonna wake up to a bunch of to tweets like, what? Who the hell just said mine? What's going on? I didn't die. I'm
Uh,
here.
I didn't even think about Liv Morgan. That she got tagged in so much shit, being like, "Oh yeah,"
Yeah.
and was like, "Hey, yo, what?" No, that was
Yeah.
crazy. Did you see the
Uh.
thing about how people were legit calling the
Yeah.
police station, like saying like, "You need to look into this and investigate, bro. Y'all some snitches. Y'all some bitches.
Marks,
Y'all
bro.
weird. Y'all are
Bunch of
fucking
marks.
marks. Yeah, straight up
Y'all got
fucking
worked,
marks."
bro. Like you think MJF is stupid to actually confess to a real crime on national television, national live television? Y'all are dumb. But hey,
I wish
Brad, dude, this also reminds you when so what's it called? You probably weren't watching at the time, but what's it called? Vince, there was a storyline that Vince did where he died. He got into
Oh
his
yeah,
limo and his limo exploded. People the day after were calling they're calling to see if everything was okay and if Vince actually died. When I was a kid, I actually thought that Vince died, and yeah,
you got worked, man.
I
You
got
know,
work.
I heard about that story. Do you know who one of the names who called Vince in his estate to figure out if he was okay?
Who?
Donald Trump. he, he thought Vince really died,
This
and he
man
was
really had a
calling
match with
the
him and knows
McMahon
that
estate. It was
this
like,
man
damn,
that knows how the wrestling business works. He's had a match with him, and he still called to find out if he was okay.
and he still called to find out if he actually
Fucking
died,
Mark,
man.
Donnie, you're a Mark.
Straight up
You
Mark,
got
man.
worked. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man. Man, I
Oh,
tell you what, man. I got fucking worked on this Cody Rhodes and this Paul Heyman promo. So we're gonna run. You gotta run it back, man, because this was a legendary promo. So, like our last episode of High Flyer, it's been a big topic in the wrestling community over the past, 3 weeks or so. Shoot, it might even be a little bit longer, but really hot in the past 2 or 3 weeks. The whole debate of should Sami be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? Should Cody be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? We're going into Mania. Is there a risk of the fans turning on Cody? So Cody comes out, starts cutting this promo, and he basically is saying, "Hey, there's what do you guys want to talk about? The Cody
what do you
thing."
want to talk about?
Everybody starts chanting Sammy, and that's exactly what Cody was waiting for them to do, was say, "That's exactly who I wanted to bring up." There's a chance that it could be Sami Zayn, who I'm standing across from at WrestleMania. There's a chance that it could be Roman Reigns, but I want to wish Sami Zayn good luck, which I thought was genius in itself on that. What did you think about Cody Rhodes bringing up Sammy? We'll start there.
I thought it was really good. What's it called? I like that. You acknowledge the fact that like it also gives some power to say that like, hey, the number one contender for this title at WrestleMania, he's got you on his mind too. It's just how
Hmm.
I thought about like when Edge won the Rumble. I thought it was really genius that he went to literally every show and put the champions on notice and was like NXT Finn Balor. He's like, I never won that. What's it called? Went to Raw, put the WWE champion on what's it called notice. Go to SmackDown. So I really like that. I like that Cody did the same thing, and it was like if it's Sammy, just know that I'm gonna give you the same attention that I'm giving Roman in
Hmm.
comparison to like Roman, who literally was there and saying like I should be talking about Cody, who deserves more of my attention, and Cody's more being like the really good baby face who's like, no, he deserves my attention too because he might beat you, and I might have
Hmm.
to stand across him.
Yep. I thought it was genius on Cody's part to go out there and to try to test and, dip your toe in the water and figure out where you stand with the Cody and the Sammy debate. And it really
Yeah,
felt like fans are really behind Cody. And genuinely, after this promo, I'm 100% on board with the Cody Rhodes train, man. I really am, because shortly after that, you had Paul Heyman, who came in and interrupted Cody in the middle of this promo. He's saying, he always liked Cody. He always had a good relationship with his father. And Cody starts cutting a promo, and he's, says, "Let's peel back the curtain a little bit. My dad, my brother, they had all kinds of names for you, but I always just referred to you as Mr. Heyman, because when my family was down in the mud in 2000, and when my dad was doing car commercials, not so that way he could get paid, but just that way he could keep the car, you gave my father a call, and you had him go in the ring and just be in the ring with Steve Carino and set up a program there. And that check and that opportunity was enough to give my father the confidence in himself back. And it was enough to get us back to where we needed to be as the Rhodes family. So for that, he would forever be thankful. And you could, bro, I'm getting
Heyman
goosebumps
cried.
thinking about it.
Yeah,
Heyman's
and
fucking
Heyman
standing
cried.
there crying, dude. Yeah. And you knew that wasn't
No.
just Heyman act. That was legit. Like that was real genuine emotion that Heyman had, and the love and the respect that Heyman has always had for the wrestling industry, and the love and the respect that he had for Dusty. So what did you think about that part of the promo?
And I also have to say, like, of course, if you all know that sometimes the people at ACW didn't get paid on time.
Hmm.
Sometimes they didn't pay at all, and that's what Heyman said sometimes. But Heyman's always been somebody who takes care of his own. He takes care of the people who are right there beside him. Yes, I know that Heyman and New Jack had a lot of history with each other, and you know, Heyman. But the thing is that Heyman's always took care of his own. He's always put everybody, like, he's always done what he can, not just for the wrestling business, but for the people especially who go into that ring and put their lives on the line. And
Mhm.
you could tell that, like, Heyman was just there, like, he was during that promo. He's just remembering Dusty. He's remembering like what he did for him, and just knowing that his son is able to be there and remember that very thing that he did for him, and be able to be appreciated for him, be appreciated towards him. It got to him, and honestly,
Yeah.
I what's it called? It just goes to show like how great of a person not just Heyman is, but like how he was able to come to not let that get to him and be back on his heel stuff. What's it
Mhm.
called? To continue it, and where he freaking went after that, I was like, oh, Paul,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Cold, callous stuff. Because right
yeah,
after Cody brings all that up, and even the same crowd that was booing Heyman for wishing death upon Sami Zayn 3 weeks earlier is now cheering for Heyman and giving him the applause that he deserves
yeah,
and that he's earned. But Heyman turns it around and he goes, "Oh, like my boy, unfortunately for you though, you're going into this WrestleMania season and you're not standing across just anybody. You're standing across the ring from the tribal chief and the head of the table, Roman Reigns." And Heyman starts listing off, your father, he helped build a lot of the stars here in WWE. He trained Bailey, he trained Becky, he trained Seth Rollins, he trained Roman Reigns, but he never trained Cody. And and Heyman says the last conversation that he ever had with Dusty Rhodes was about Cody Rhodes, and he says, your father, you were always his favorite son. And you could see it genuinely gets to Cody. And then as soon as he turns and looks at him, he says, "But Roman Reigns was the son that he always wished that he had and he always wanted." And it was
yeah.
just like, "Oh my, you son
Oh,
of a bitch!" It was like, dude, I was like, "This is exactly why like pro wrestling is just soap operas for men." Because I'm sitting there like,
yeah,
like
yeah. Like,
I would have
oh.
been, I would have beat Heyman's ass for that one, man. It was nuts the way he turned and flipped that. Mega heat got poured onto Paul
And then he's just
Heyman
like,
for
I'm just here
that.
to deliver a message. I'm just here to deliver. Like, nah, motherfucker, you know what you just said.
Yeah. And that's when Cody turns and he says, I'm just a man who's trying to win a match for a title that my family never had. And everybody wants to make this personal. So, this April at WrestleMania in the main event, I'm gonna take those titles from Roman Reigns personally. I was
Oh,
sold, man. I was sold, man. That sold me. I'm take everything that we had the conversation on last week. Still go enjoy that episode if you haven't seen that episode yet. But well, sorry guys, I'm Team Cody now. It's got to be Cody who defeats Roman Reigns.
I don't know, man. I'm so freaking torn, man. Because next week at Elimination Chamber, that crowd's about to go crazy for Sami Zayn, bro. The minute you hear that, oh, that crowd is gonna freaking go
Oh,
crazy. But I am so torn, bro. I really want Cody to take those titles because I really want him to bring those titles to Dusty's grave, drop him down there and tell him like, "Hey, Dad, you weren't able to do it, but I did it for you." And
yep,
I also really want this storyline to finally end where Sami Zayn gets to hold those two titles over Roman. But
yep.
I don't know, man. I'm so torn. It's literally 1A and 1B. It's not
Hmm.
1 and 2. It's literally 1A, 1B.
The entire wrestling community.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I'm stoked, man. I can't honestly. I'm excited to see Cody and Roman whenever they first finally get
Yeah.
across the ring from each other, which
Oh,
I don't think is
yes.
going to happen until after Elimination Chamber. I don't think we'll see them interact until after Elimination Chamber. But
Yeah.
after Elimination Chamber, whenever they finally start interacting with each other and we start building up over that next month and a half, to WrestleMania, I think we're gonna see some great, incredible stuff. I mean, Roman can now play with this, and he can be like, I'm the man that your father always wanted. Like I'm the one who's doing everything that you said that you think that you can do. I've done it. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the man. While you were over there playing around in your little fantasy land over there, on the minor leagues or whatever you want to refer to it
He
as.
drops AEW, bro. I want him to drop AEW and be like, it's in AEW. Oh my god, man.
Roman Reigns brings up AEW. Yo, Roman Reigns bringing up AEW would be fucking nuts, bro. I won't.
Imagine be like in AEW trying to be the next Kenny Omega. Oh my god.
Yeah, none of y'all, hear him saying something like, none of y'all over at AEW are the best in the world. I'm the best in the world. Like throw that, get that,
Oh.
get that, get the jabs in, Roman. Get them jabs in. It's not like we're not biased over here. It's just I want to see
No.
good. I want to see good competition, man. I want to see them taking shots. I want to see it. I want
Because
to
the
see
crowd
it
will
get
go nuts,
heated.
bro.
I want to see the passion behind it, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be great, man. But
Yeah.
keeping up with
Also,
the what's up.
I was gonna say, if anybody has any more doubt in their mind that Paul Heyman is the GOAT manager, you're wrong. What's it
Oh
called? I'm
yeah,
sorry. It's already shown. He's better than Bobby the Brain Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, whoever you want to bring up from like fucking the 80s or 70s. I don't care who you bring up. It's Heyman, dude. I mean, Heyman doesn't just work great with Brock. He works great with Roman, and he continues to be fucking an incredible manager, man.
I
Yeah.
I love the Roman and Paul Heyman pairing, dude. I've loved all of it. It's all been so great because it's always like I don't know. It's great, man. I just love it, dude. There's not. Just watch the shows, guys. Just watch the shows. It explains
Yeah.
itself. Heyman's fucking incredible.
I'll whoop
But
your ass. You disrespect my tribal chief.
I whoop your ass. You disrespect my tribal chief. But someone who did come out to disrespect the tribal chief this past Friday on SmackDown, we did have Heyman coming back out, cutting a cutting a
Roman?
promo for Roman Reigns because Roman was not there on SmackDown. We had Sami Zayn who interrupted him. Sami Zayn comes out. He starts pointing out the fact that a month ago, it would have been you standing here, Solo would have been here, Jimmy would have been here, Roman would have been here, and Jey would have been here, and I would have been here with you. But now here you stand here today. No Roman, no Solo, Jimmy's not here right now with you. Jay's not here. We don't even know where Jey is. Then Sammy starts pointing out what the obvious flaws and the obvious cracks are in the bloodline, and he starts planting that seed of doubt in Heyman's head of saying like, do these people truly care about you? I don't think they do. So what did you think about? Did you get to see Sammy who came in and interrupted Heyman, and what did you think?
I saw that promo. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I like that. That also that like Jay, what's it called? The Jay stuff that was being brought up. You're like, we don't even know if Jay's here, and it's like, I think in the back of them, my like the way that kind of Cody, I'm sorry, Sammy was like, like speaking was like, I know that Jay's here, like kind of like
Hmm.
being like, I know that he's here, like he's of
Yeah.
course he's here. I really so yeah, I really like this whole thing, and yeah, I also like. I know I'm jumping ahead here, but I also like the way he kind of wrote off the Usos going to what's it called
Hmm.
to what's it called Montreal, because of course they can't go to Montreal because of the DUIs.
Oh,
He's just like,
what did he say? I didn't catch that. I didn't
oh,
catch
he
that.
told them that like Roman, what's it called, wants them to stay home and watch it on TV because he wants that perspective from TV, because sometimes there's things that
Mm,
you don't catch. What's it called when you're live, that you need to watch it on TV. So I feel like, oh my god, I think something's gonna happen, bro.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. We'll
he
get
told,
into all that
yeah, he told Jimmy specifically about that, and I'm trying to find
because
out
Jimmy's the
if
one who can't go.
who's
Jimmy's
the
the
one
one
who
who
can't
can't go.
go.
Jay can go. Jimmy can't go.
I think he's about to do the, yeah. Remember at Hell in a Cell, what's it called, when he made Jay I quit because he was beating down his brother.
Hmm.
I feel like this time it's gonna be Jay who's gonna get the ass whooping, and
Oh, really?
Jimmy won't be able to do anything to him
Interesting.
to help him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're
Um,
going. I don't know where we're going with it. We're still gonna keep breaking it down just a little bit before I get into my
mhm.
thoughts on where we went with that. But yeah, we did have right after this promo, we had backstage. Jimmy's there. He's on his phone. He's trying to get a hold of Jey. OG, as Jimmy calls Heyman, OG comes in. And he sits down. He goes, I have to ask you the question. When I was out there, Sammy came out there and he was harassing me. He could have injured me. Where were you? You didn't come out there. You didn't have my back. You didn't save me. Jimmy's like, listen, man, listen, OG, I'm here trying to get a hold of Jey, man. I can't be out here trying to watch your back. But you can see Heyman starting to starting to think, oh, man, maybe the bloodline, maybe it isn't what I thought it was. Maybe they don't care. So I thought that was really interesting. I've seen a couple people kind of speculate, like, what if Heyman is the one who like screws Roman over at the end of the reign, and like Cody brings up so many good points, and like Heyman kind of helps Cody win the WWE title at WrestleMania. I mean, that would be kind of crazy too, man.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know where we're going. Like it's hard to tell where we're going, but
I don't even want to know. Like, I don't
I don't
even want
want
it.
to. I
Like,
want to enjoy this ride so bad because
hmm
like I truly am being amazed by what WWE is doing with the storyline. And like
it's great.
I thought at one point, like I was like, I think it's gonna be hard to juggle this. Like, but now it's just like I don't know, man. I'm here. I'm on this ride. It's really entertaining. I'm liking what I'm watching. I'm just like, dude, fuck. I think I might be fine with either one of them taking this title off of them.
Yeah,
But
it's
the way it happens, I know it's gonna be something special.
it's all in the execution and how they go about things. Later on in the night, of course, the big thing going into this week on SmackDown was that the Usos had to defend the SmackDown titles against the team of Braun Strowman and Ricochet, who won the SmackDown World Title Tournament to get the shot at the Usos. And the whole storyline beat was, is Jey gonna show up? And of course, Jey showed up. He came in through the crowd. It was a big moment for Jey. Jey got a big babyface reaction. It was pretty cool stuff. Did you get to see the match? And did you think Jey was gonna show up, or did you think something else was gonna happen?
I didn't watch the match. I thought I didn't think that the Jay was gonna show up. I thought they would hold him off until what's it called? Until Elimination Chamber. I thought that Solo would step in because that's kind of what like what's it called? That's kind of what I thought. But also then
The
when Heyman
Freebird
said,
rule, we've seen
yeah,
it. They set the precedent on Raw 30 where Sammy came in and filled in for Jimmy. So I was like, okay,
yeah,
Solo's gonna show up.
yeah, but then he said Solo's not here either, and I'm like,
hmm
oh, okay, so it's just Heyman and Jimmy. So what's gonna happen? And yeah, Jay showed up. So and he came in from the crowd too. He didn't go walk in from the front.
hmm
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, okay. But yeah, I didn't watch the match, but I figured that he would at least be there for his brother, which shows him once again, it's like he cares about his family, but Roman is the one
hmm
who he has the bone to pick with. It's not his
Yeah,
family that he's mad at all.
yeah,
So
that's a really good point. The story is Jay loves his brothers. He don't love Roman. Jay has always kind of had, ever since the beginning of this whole bloodline, the way that everything's been built up. Jay has
mhm.
always had this resentment for Roman, and to me, part of the reason why, like, I know a couple other people pointed this out, but I think it stands, and I think it's true. The reason why Jay left at the Rumble, whenever they turned on Sammy, or when Sammy turned on them, and then they beat down Sammy, was because Sammy did the thing that Jay always wanted to do to Roman. Sammy had the balls to stick up to Roman, even though he knew he was going to get his ass beat. Jay has always kind of complied with it because he knows that he can't compete with Roman at that level. So he just kind of puts up with his shit. And I think Sammy being the one to be able to come in and to kind of help question Jay and his decisions is really woken Jay up. And like we've said, I don't know where this is going. I don't even really want to know. I just want to see whatever the story is that they're telling. I just want to see it play out, and I want to see what happens next. I mean, I'm super, man. Elimination Chamber is gonna be crazy, dude.
I know,
Elimination Chamber is
bro.
gonna be crazy. I'm so excited. I'm excited for multiple reasons, but I'm excited. I'm just excited to watch the pay per view and enjoy it.
Yeah, I it's gonna be freaking crazy, man. I know that they're about to like I don't know, man, because the way he was saying, like sometimes you see things that you don't see on live. I'm like, oh
hmm
fuck. I'm like, "Ooh, what the fuck is gonna happen? You know, it'd be crazy, bro. You know, it'd be really fucking nuts. What's it called? The other Uso, the one from MLW, shows up.
Oh, we just kind of giving myself a little bit here for the time codes. We had a little bit of a breaking news story from Fightful Select. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Patreon opened up because shout out to Fightful Select. They're always dropping those hot scoops.
Yeah.
We got the latest on Jay White. Word is that Switchblade Jay White is looking to make a move back over to the States, but nothing is set in stone yet. Even though he lost the loser leaves, he did lose the loser leaves Japan match this past weekend at the New Japan show. It's looking that he's got positive relationships at Impact. He's got very positive relationships at AEW, and WWE sources are confirming that they have had an interest for a very long time in Jay White. So I guess we did kind of bring it up a little bit before the show, but it does look like Mania season's approaching. The roster could be freshening up soon, man. What do you think, man? Where do you think Jay White is going to go
Whoa.
next? Kind of
Woo, man.
cutting into our bloodline story, but it's okay. It's good times whenever things like this happen. If Fightful Select is posting about this, I have every inclination to believe that there's going to be a change for Jay White moving forward.
Man, I am ready, man. I've been wanting this. I want Jay White to show up at WrestleMania, bro. I want it. Look, man, they had all the fucking time to do that thing in AEW that they never fucking capitalized on, and they
Mm-hmm.
just kind of left it to be whatever. Cool. I want Jay White, man. Oh my god, I want Jay White in fucking WWE, man.
Dude, I mean, night after Mania, Cody Rhodes comes out. He's the WWE champion. Jay White's music hits and Jay White walks out. I mean, how fucking crazy would that be, dude?
You
I
could
mean,
also just wait for Styles to get better too.
yeah,
Oh,
exact, dude. No, that makes more sense. Do a little program between AJ and Jay White. I
yeah.
mean, hey, man, I see someone said, what if they change his name to Jackson Blade? I mean, that's kind of a fire name. I'm not even mad. I'm
Jackson
not
Blade is
even mad.
fire, bro.
I'm not even mad at like Jackson with an X, Jackson Blade. I'm not even
Yeah,
mad at that. That's kind of hard. That'd
that's
be
kind of
kind of
hard though.
crispy.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crispy. Hey, man, we'll see where King Switch ends up going, man. Looking forward to that. I'm That's cool stuff, man. Excited. We'll be sure to follow us and keep track with us, and we'll keep you guys updated on everything going on in that realm of things. But finishing off our Bloodline saga recap, which has kind of become the thing that we do at the end of the show every week for like the past like 4 months, is that it's just been like we got to talk about the Bloodline. It's the hottest fucking story in wrestling. You got to do it, man. But at the end, the Usos retained those tag titles against Strowman and Ricochet. We get Jimmy talking with Jay. Jay, he's saying, are you still in the bloodline or what? Jay says, I don't know, man. I just don't know right now. Jay walks off and he bumps into Sami towards the production truck. Sami looks at Jay and he says, listen, man, I just want you to know I acknowledge you. Jay and him, they bump fists, and then Sami gets out of there. And then this is where we kind of led into what you were saying, where, later on, Jimmy's in the back. Heyman walks into the room and he gets off the phone with Roman and he goes, next week we want you to stay home and we want you to watch the show because sometimes whenever you're here and you're live, you miss things that happen on the show. So next week, stay home and just watch SmackDown. So next week, Jimmy Uso is going to be kicking back on the couch with the beer, the brewski, and he's going to be watching. He's going to be watching a little bit of SmackDown on Friday night. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Any thoughts on this Sami and this Jay interaction that they had backstage?
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. Because what's it called? So yeah, it's Jimmy the one who can't go, and Jay's the one who can. So, like I said, like what's it called? Is he gonna beat down on Jay? Is he gonna officially kick him out of the bloodline, or what's gonna like? Fuck, man. I don't know, man. This shit's gonna be really good though. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah,
this shit's about to fucking go crazy, man.
I I think we might be going in that direction of this is just what I think could happen. I think Roman and Sami are gonna have a fucking banger of a match. I think Sami's gonna give Roman his best match that he's had in his entire title run. Especially for those of you guys who don't know, bro. If y'all don't know how good Sami Zayn is in the ring, y'all are sleep, bro. Because that man can
Sleep.
cook. El Generico, that man can cook, bro. It ain't nothing generic about what Sami Zayn does in the ring. So
Yep.
I think the match is going to be awesome. And I think Jey is going to be the one to come out and screw Sami finally. And when he screws him, Kevin Owens' music can hit. Kevin Owens can come make the save. And then maybe from there, that's when we run into, we're doing Sami Zayn and KO versus the Usos for the titles at Mania. Dude, imagine if that main evented night one. The tag team titles at WWE main eventing night one. I think it's hot enough to do it.
But I think that's gonna turn him against Cody, bro. I think that's gonna turn him against Cody. Because I don't
know.
think
Because
they
I
want
think
to
that
see the
promo this
title.
past week was good enough for the fans to be like, nah, we're good with Cody.
I don't know, bro. I'm so torn here. I'm torn because yes, I would love to see see Sami Zayn and KO take the titles off the Usos and whatnot. But bro, you can't deny the fact that this crowd is really hot for Sami, and that maybe KO is the one who tries the fucking help Sami get into the into the main event at WrestleMania.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know,
bro.
man. I don't know, man. Everything is. I don't. This is how I feel about the road to Mania right now.
The hell? Nice. Hey, good.
Well, guys. Well, guys. That pretty much concludes everything that we've got here to talk about on the show today. It's been a great episode. It's been a little bit of a quick episode today, but it's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. We want to be sure that you guys have listened and enjoyed the show. Now you guys are free to go enjoy the barbecue, enjoy the game. Let us know who you guys have down in the comments below. You got the Chiefs or you got the Eagles? My money's on the Eagles this year, man. I think the Eagles are gonna take it, bro. I think the Eagles are gonna take it.
We'll see. What's it called? You never know, man. Those refs do love fucking Kansas City a lot. So
They love
but
money
whoever
too.
got the script, right? Whoever got the script.
Yeah, whoever got the script, bro. Imagine they get they got last year's. They go, oh, shit.
Oh shit. Well, I hope
Keon in
everyone
the
had
chat. Eagles, baby. Eagles,
yeah.
baby. All right, we'll see.
All right, Keon. All right. I hope everyone has a great time. Let's go enjoy the games. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive, my friends. Just make sure you stay home and just enjoy yourselves. And if you are going to go out to drink, then go ahead and call an Uber or something to go back home. The Super Bowl is not worth losing your life over, my friends. Please just stay.
No.
Stay
safe.
Stay safe. Yeah. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy some wrestling. Of course, acknowledge him, or else Heyman has some words for you.
I'll whoop your ass, you disrespect my tribal chief.
That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic.
I was trying this whole time to get that video up, and I was like,
I'm wondering what this dude is doing. Yeah, that's a permanent one. We got to keep that one in there. That goes right next to this one.
Why would that man play games with me? Why would you play games with me?
Remember what Berg said, bro? A hurt dog don't holler twice. Yep.
Hurt dog don't holler twice, man.
Yep.
Well, listen, guys. If you enjoyed the show today and you want to support the show and you want to find more ways to be able to help us out, definitely go check out our merch store. The link is down in the description below. Go check out all the new stuff, all the new network stuff, man. There's a lot going on. Patreon. Rock didn't show up at Royal Rumble this year. He's not going to be at Mania, but you know what? We got you guys covered with all that content. Last week, me and Keon, we did the Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle pay-per-view, or not pay-per-view, movie commentary. Sorry, guys, I'm a little jumbled. It was a great time. Genuinely, do not miss that. That was fucking amazing. It was great. It was so much fun. Next week, guys, we'll be back. The Elimination Chamber. Those are the opponents for Raul. We've got Andrew, Jabril, myself, Brad, and Kylie are all going to be locked up in the Elimination Chamber alongside this guy, whichever way. We're going to be locked in with the High Fly Radio World's Champion. We're all going to be competing for that beautiful, for Big Perp, guys. It's time next Saturday. Definitely be sure to stay tuned for that.
I'm going to do everything possible, man, to make sure that this stays home. I'm going to do everything. I promise you all, you're not getting rid of me. This continues, and it's going to remain here with me. I'm sorry to everybody who's going to be locked in there with me, but if I have to fire somebody, if somebody needs to get put down, if somebody needs to lay down for me, it don't matter. This stays here, okay? This stays here. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, man, we'll see. Predictions video for that drops this upcoming Wednesday. That's all I got for you guys today. Raul, do the thing.
Of course, we enjoyed you all being here with us. Thank you to Keon for being in the chat with us. We hope that everybody enjoyed this episode of the best wrestling podcast on the planet. Of course, keep up to date with all the stuff that Ayden told you all about. Make sure that you tune in for Monday. It's going to go. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Sorry about that. What's it called? On Monday, we'll have some more content dropping on the channel. But tonight, this is all you got. No live show tonight because the Super Bowl is going on. So let's go. We'll be keeping an eye on trailers and stuff and seeing what is dropping. But Monday we got a Last of Us episode 5 review. So check that out with Keon, Luis, and myself, and we'll see who else joins by. But in the meantime, my friends, that's all it's been. And of course, this is High Fly Radio. Don't tap out.
Tune in.